Hi everyone, Kay from Legacy of Lore here. So recently we went to watch Frozen 2, and I am so excited to share this spoiler-free review with you. So, Frozen 2. I went into this film skeptically. I was reluctantly excited because I adored 2013's Frozen. I loved the music, I had a fascination with Elsa's powers, I enjoyed the portrayal of Elsa's anxiety. It was beautifully animated, and I found the story engaging. I rewatched Frozen the night before we went to watch Frozen 2, and I still cried during the scene where Elsa's grief is portrayed. The way she clings to herself, trying to hold herself together, while her life seems to be falling apart around her. So entering the cinema, I was worried. Would Frozen 2 live up to the original? And in all honesty, guys, I think it did. The animation is once again gorgeous. The story is enticing and exciting. The little details were amazing. Like in the first film, Anna still drools and snores in her sleep, even as a child. Idina Menzel, who does both the speaking and singing in her role as Elsa, has a spectacular voice. She gets 2 new songs, mostly solo, Into the Unknown and Show Yourself, and they are wonderfully performed. Anna also has a very emotional song, The Next Right Thing, sang closer to the end of the film, that had me crying in theaters. It is so relatable, and I'm always a sucker for songs where you can hear the emotions carried in the singer's voice. For fans of Kristoff, he has a bigger singing role in this film with his own song called Lost in the Woods. However, Kristoff has very little to do in the film itself. Olaf is much more relatable in this film, in my opinion. His emotional conflict is very human, and something that is not often so well explored in film. The entire film is centered around the theme of change, and I feel like it was done justice. It was not a cookie-cutter film, and although some expectations were subverted, it didn't feel forced to me. Since the first teaser trailer dropped, Elsa's powers had a League of Legends cinematic feel to me, and even in this film, her powers and character were much more fleshed out than in the original. The relationship between the sisters is very well portrayed and well written. The film is comparable to the original in quality, but is so different as a story, and I definitely recommend it. There are, of course, its flaws, which the original had as well. But in my opinion, the flaws didn't detract from the story, and I absolutely adored it. So that's my spoiler-free review for Frozen 2. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you'd like to see the spoiler review, link in the description or in the card as soon as it's up. Until next time, take care.